All these spirits and things that have attached to you along the way, along your life, along through your experiences, they are being forced to release from you. They are being forced to be released from you. There are no coincidences. You came across this message because now is your time. This message had to find you before tomorrow. Whoever you are, I'm so glad that you landed on this message. I'm so glad that you sent out that prayer because God has answered you. You are about to experience life-changing shifts. God has answered your prayers. All those tears that you thought were pouring into an empty vase is now being answered. God is pouring them back into you. But God is pouring back those tears with joy, love, happiness, and abundance and peace. Understand that all this time that you've been going through these hardships, God has been walking by your side. All these times that you have been going through these different trials and tribulations, God has been walking by your side. Those days that you thought you were walking alone, those days that you thought you were standing alone, God was right there with you. You were sitting in the presence with God. In that same moment that you thought that it was all in, God said, not yet, okay? If you're seeing me for the first time, welcome to the channel. I am Tori, your partner in transformation. I thank you for visiting the channel again and catching another video with me if this is not your first time seeing me. But before we dive into this video, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you do not miss out on these messages that God gives to me to give to you. So if this message is for you, you might be the person that is experiencing this moment of where you feel like you're at all ends. Like, God, I've been praying, but this door is here and I just keep praying. My prayers just keep slapping this door and it feels like that door is not going to open up. Well, I'm here to tell you that God has heard and there are major shifts that are happening. You might not be feeling these things yet. You might not be seeing these things yet, but there are certainly things happening in the spirit that God is bringing to you now in the physical. Understand that everything has its time and has its seasons for deliverance. God has heard everything. All of these experiences that have attached to you throughout your life, fear, worry, doubt, anxiety, lack of confidence, depression, all of these things that have attached to you throughout your life experiences because of other experiences are being canceled in the name of God. Understand that God heard everything. God sees everything. God lives and dwells within you, so God has no choice but to feel and see and hear everything that you go through. You are being released. You are being released from all those spirits and the things that have attached to you, but you have to believe that it is done, that it is already done. You have to walk in the spirit of fulfillment that it is already done. I know that this might be hard for you because there are some things that in your life that you did not want to ever go and revisit again, but God needs your partnership with His to make this thing happen. I know there are some things that you never wanted to revisit again that happened to you throughout life, but if you want to get to the next level, there's something that you're going to have to do. If you've been in a place where you experience some traumas, and most of us have experienced some traumas in one way or another. Maybe your trauma was abuse, child abuse. Maybe your trauma was heartbreak. This might be hard for you. You might not want to go back to that experience. But in order for you to grow and get to the next level, it's going to take some digging. It's going to take some self-discovery. In life, we don't want to go back to the things that hurt us. We don't want to go back to revisit things that traumatized us. And most of us have experienced traumas. And these spirits are attached because instead of addressing that trauma, facing those things, we bury them. So now they're holding on to us and you can't figure out why you can't get to the next level. You can't figure out what this feeling is that you have, but you really can't put a name on it. It is something that happened throughout your life that you're not addressing. So take time right now to just focus on what that feeling might be from. Take time to go in and discover what that feeling might be from. What happened in life that brought you to this feeling of fear, worry, doubt, anxiety, depression? What brought you to this feeling of you don't have a place in this world? Something happened throughout your life that made you feel insignificant, that made you feel fearful to the point where it's paralyzing you. Something happened to the point where it made you feel such a lack of confidence that now you don't believe in your self-worth. And it's time for you to take a few moments to go in and to discover what that thing is so that you can put a cap on it and send that thing sailing. I understand that this might be hard because you don't want to visit that thing again. And if you're a person that has already put this trauma past you, but you still feel something hinged in there, wedged in there, to where it feels like you cannot progress to the next level, then it's time to go back in and dig again. Do some self-discovery so that you can change that thing. You have the power to create. So when you go in to discover whatever this hinge feeling is, whatever this uneasy feeling is that you cannot get past, then you have the power to address it. Take time, close your eyes, do some deep breaths. See what happened in that moment. And after you see what happened in that moment and how that feeling stirred up, what is causing you now? Take time to recreate that memory. Recreate that memory into something that is more serving to you. And do that as many times as you need. Decide in that moment to surround that feeling by something more positive. Let that feeling take over the fear, the worry, doubt, the anxiety, whatever it was for you that is keeping you paralyzed, and let it consume that feeling. You know, in school, when you had to compare numbers to see which was least or greatest, and that, like the alligator mouth, you want your feeling, your desired feeling, to be able to eat that smaller one. Okay, so you have to make this feeling that you want now bigger than what happened in the past. I hope you get what I'm saying here. So you want the new feeling to completely consume that old feeling, so that now you get a chance to move on. You get a chance to step out of that feeling, because God is canceling those things. And I know from experience that if you take time to do this exercise, if you take time to practice this, creating that new memory and allowing this new, this bigger, this better feeling of love, happiness, peace, success, prosperity, abundance, whatever it is for you, to overcome all those other feelings, take those things away, it is going to set you on a new path. Now is the time. Now is the time. When you pray and you believe and you act on it, you act on the belief that yes, it is already done, miracles happen, things are released unto you. So I hope this message helped you. If you resonated with anything that I said, leave your comments below. I love reading your comments and having conversations in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so that you are always notified when new videos are uploaded, so that you are not missing out on any messages that may actually connect with your spirit and help you get to the next level. So I'm praying all the best to you. All my blessings. May God keep you, and I will see you in the next video.